These are your evening headlines for September 15th, 2025, right here on BYU-Idaho Radio. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Jill Clary. A local roofing company is expanding an initiative to donate new roofs to community members who create an impact. Operation Roof Rescue is the name of Roof Rescue's new initiative. According to EastIdahoNews.com, Roof Rescue will donate one free roof for every 100 full roof replacements it has finished in each of the 5 communities it serves. Those supported by this initiative will be the community's everyday heroes, such as first responders, teachers, military personnel, both active duty and veterans, along with those who have made significant impact through volunteerism, neighborhood leadership, and work at charities. The 5 regions Roof Rescue is setting for service and nominations are as follows: Logan and Cache Valley plus surrounding areas, Greater Idaho Falls and surrounding areas, Twin Falls and surrounding areas, Western Wyoming, and Teton Valley, Idaho. If you know someone you believe deserves a new roof and are not financially able to replace one themselves, you can nominate them at roofrescueusa.com. You can also find more information on the same website, that's roofrescueusa.com. Haunted by memories of war and loss in Bosnia, Dejan Tahik never imagined healing would come through an unfamiliar faith on foreign soil. After fleeing conflict, he found unexpected hope and healing through the teachings of Jesus Christ and the Book of Mormon. The civil war in Bosnia broke out when Tahik was just 15 years old, soon after Bosnia gained independence from Yugoslavia.
I left as soon as I heard bombs falling close to my town.
Following their parents' advice, Tahik and his older sister left to live with their aunt in Serbia, a country at war with Bosnia. Their parents planned to join them, but the border closed, separating the family indefinitely.
From there, we crossed over to Hungary. Now we were in Hungary, just me and my sister, in the refugee camp. Otherwise, we would be in the streets.
The grim conditions of the refugee camps were somewhat eased after 8 months when Tahik's parents were reunited with their children.
And that was pretty emotional reunion, because that was basically the only time that we were apart from each other for that long.
After living in 3 different refugee camps in Hungary, Tahik's family, along with other Bosnian refugees, made their way to Canada. While in Canada, Tahik met his wife, who came from a very different religious background. He was non-practicing Muslim, and she an active member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
When missionaries started talking to me, I was basically a blank slate. Everything that they would tell me would be a new information, and I was absorbing as much as I could, and I was gaining testimonies.
Tahik said the Book of Mormon played a large role in his conversion and healing from memories of war.
I really felt peace when I did get baptized. I kind of peace that I never felt before. Joining the church gave me the sense of purpose and identity. I found out that I'm a child of God with the potential, divine potential.
Today, Tahik is a father of 4 who enjoys spending time with his wife and serving in the church. Far from the battles of his past, he has found faith in Jesus Christ. You can listen to our full interview with Tahik on our podcast feed. Just follow BYU-Idaho Radio on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Businesses across Rexburg are proud to say Dave Chambers approves of their products. But where did this all start? Student reporter Maddie Johnson has the story.
Before becoming a local celebrity, Dave Chambers, a lifelong Rexburg resident and highway construction superintendent, was just another citizen who participated in the I Heart Rexburg Facebook group. When the 50-year-old JB's restaurant was emptied and in the process of renovation, curiosity and speculation stirred on the local Facebook page as citizens of Rexburg tried to figure out what would replace the prominent restaurant. Once it was announced that a new barbecue joint would replace JB's restaurant, Chris Sparks, the owner and operator of the newly announced Sparks Barbecue, and his business partner read through the Facebook comments. Sparks and his partner came across one that said, "I'm betting they'll be gone by spring." The comment was written by Chambers. Having lived in Rexburg for 60 years, Chambers had seen many stores and restaurants come and go.
I didn't think they'd make it till spring just based on the history of restaurants in Rexburg, how hard it is, and then taking the old building out there. JB's changing it from what it was, and usually the older generation is not much up for change.
After seeing Chambers' comment, Sparks said that he had some inspiration for a new banner.
You know, we kind of chuckle at it, and we wanted to make some banners anyway. I'm like, it would be kind of fun just to kind of poke back. Why not? That's the brand. Not, rough, but, poke. We're not going to just take some stuff. So we just made that sign that says, "Hey, Dave, we'll buy you lunch in spring," with his quote on there.
Once April hit, Dave took Sparks up on the offer.
It was awesome. It was good. basically like a dinner date. It was a great time.
After giving his approval to Sparks Barbecue, Chambers had entered the local celebrity limelight. Local businesses across Rexburg have asked Chambers to try their food and services as well in hopes of getting Chambers' seal of approval too. Chambers continues to dine at Sparks since his spring visit.
We had the ribs the other day, and they were really good. Definitely on the do list. And the chocolate pie is another wonderful favorite.
Sparks said he enjoys seeing Chambers come in, and he's happy to give him a free meal anytime he does.
Dave's a real cool guy. It was fun to see it because he came in and they sent me a picture of them arm wrestling and Dave was there eating his ribs. He got his free meal. So it was just a fun time to have him come in and know that, we're not being angry about any of this. This is just two groups having some fun together.
For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Maddie Johnson.
These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio evening headlines for September 15th, 2025. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Jill Clary.